What's up, fellow Lords of Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Marvel Future Revolution. So today we're going to jump down into the new Omega Core booster system. Now, I'm going to be perfectly transparent. I don't have a problem with developers adding new game materials so that way, game items and things like that. So that way they could monetize the game further or, bring in general revenue. It's how it's done. So let me point out to you exactly what I mean here by this. Okay, the core booster system inside of Marvel Future Revolution, the simple fix to this was what players were asking for was essentially that we want the ability for the probability to be increased. It was never good. It was never even worth looking at, right? So essentially, when you're looking at this inside here, you're saying that the probability is going to be 10% for me to get a 6-star inside here. So I can look at the items, and this is a 6-star of what I might end up with. This is the 10% chance of success, and this is the 80%, 90% chance of failure that you're giving me. There's nothing wrong with having failure inside a game. There's nothing wrong with that. It's when the odds are so overwhelmingly and the measure of getting these materials isn't like really productive. Like at no point in the game is it really ever really productive for you to get 4-star, even 5-star cores from the game. Realistically, we're talking about 6-star, the probability of getting a 6-star, but realistically, even getting a 5-star core is a difficult process. You're talking about smashing together thousands of cores, right? So getting a 6-star core is even more of the exception. Like for instance, Marvel Future Fight just introduced its next level of advancement for characters. So now characters can reach tier 4, and they introduce new materials in carbonadium, solar fall team, books of the fall team, things like this that they added in the game that you literally go, yeah, I get it. It was adding a whole new system to the game that legitimately gave you other ways that were free to play revolutions for you to hit those markers. So let's talk about this system. We don't even have a solid probability way of reaching a 5-star core. That's the truth of the matter. It's like 30% or something like that at the 5-star core value. So it's not a whole lot, right? So what they've chosen to do instead is they added a new core booster system. The language changes here is just weird to me. But basically you go to headquarters and you go to Beckett's base, and we have this new core booster system inside here. And what this does is it applies a boost onto your character so that way you can hit the next tier for those. Now, okay, this would be interesting if it wasn't so shitty. So essentially, right, what they want you to do is over time, you need to acquire these core booster essences, these consumption effects, right? You need those core boosters to get to the next tier. How do you acquire these core booster essences? The way for you to get these core booster essences is going to be that you essentially need to play Battle Challenge, and they will be given as rewards inside Battle Challenge, right? So that's essentially the way that this is going to work, right? Then we get to improve the probability of the base core system. So you can see as core booster tier 1 is where we're sitting. In order to go to core booster tier 2, where we would have a 1% combination bonus chance, we still need 30 booster essence consumptions, right? So the core booster essence is used to apply a bonus chance when combining cores, right? So essentially inside here, Rocket is asking me for items. So he wants a 3-star badge that he wants me to give to him. So I can go in here, I have a 3-star badge, and I can give him that core booster inside there, right? So you see how that works. So that gives me a little bit of a bonus to hit to the next level. So now I have more booster badges inside here. I can give those to Rocket, and it gives me 340 core points inside here. Now Rocket wants a 4-star badge. So I'm like, okay, Rocket, I'm gonna keep giving you what you need, my man. And now we're basically at tier 2 for the system, meaning that I have a base layer 1% bonus chance in order to boost up my cores, right? So like you want to upgrade the core booster? yeah, you got to give me something if you want something in return. So basically now I can come back over here and I can look at the core booster system. And when I put these together, right, I get that 10% chance. You see what I'm saying? Like, so essentially what you're looking at is that I'm looking at the probability rate of going up. And I'm legitimately looking at this where if I want to use this booster chance, the upgrade chance when combined right now is at 11% because I have the core booster at 11%. The base chance is 10 plus my bonus chance of 1%. I hope this is making sense to you guys, like, because it's really terrible in the sense of how they've conceived it, how they've spoken about it. Like, I think this is going to be one of those things that's going to make the player base even more pissed off with the game and probably push players away. At some point, I'm starting to think that, you know, what they're really asking for here is to push the players away, because, like, is this just supposed to be the smash and grab game? Like, you came in here, you guys got your money from pushing this, because nothing that you're introducing at this point is really, like, making me, like, overly enthused about, you know, basically going in here and doing anything. So Rocket is going to continue requiring items that you need to give him, whether those are 3-star badges, 4-star badges, all the way up to when you get to the top layer and you need 3-star higher battle badges at level 30, right? Getting those and then utilizing like potential reports and what is now called unrefined cores. So unrefined cores are going to be another item that is acquired from special operations, so that way you can then hit even higher tiers past the core booster tier of 30. So now, how do we get these core booster essences for consumption? So basically you can extract the essence. So like if I wanted to, I can come in here and I want 10 of this essence, right? So it works the same way the conversions box does, right? I go inside here, I have some some items, or I have some badges, and I can go inside here, inside my badge system, and I can say, okay, I'm going to take these and these and these. And basically, if you look at the system inside here, it's a 1.50% chance for, I think it's tier 4 badges. Yeah, so tier 4 badges or level 4 badges gives you a 1.5% chance. So it's not going to be very worth it to utilize 4-star badges in order to do it. And then level 5 badges give you a 4% chance. So you're going to need roughly a little bit close to 25 of these 5-star badges, or you utilize 6-star badges basically to get those. So that's going to require we're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then a little bit 11, 12, 13 of these badges to essentially obtain 11 core essence, right? Like, that's essentially what you're playing the gamut at, right? Is now I get core booster essence. I've got 11 of these core booster essences overall inside the game, basically in order to contribute to this system. It's not realistically a system that I think a lot of players are going to be enthusiastic the way they think that players are going to be enthusiastic about this. Like, I hate to say this, but like, who is sacrificing? Let me point this out to you guys, okay? So they're going to say that core boosters can be extracted from 3-star higher battle badges, potential reports, and an unrefined core. All right, so you can extract booster essence from there. So it's the unrefined core is an exclusive item for the tier upgrade. You know, basically you can acquire from special operations, some battle challenge round rewards, and through some other events and products that they're gonna have. They're very keen on mentioning other products and stuff like that, right? So the higher tier that the booster is going to be the higher chance that you get. But basically, as you go through the tiers, you can see that that base chance is essentially going up, right? And so as I go up through the levels, you can see that the number of core booster essence is sort of coming down, right? Until I hit tier 30, where the core combination bonus chance is at 15% and the core booster essence consumption is basically at 15. Now, the things that Rocket is going to ask for so that way you can complete getting that tier up there are probably going to be dependent and change and go probably vary for as much as, you know, he's probably going to ask for an arm and a leg the way he did inside the movies, right? Is he wants your eye, he wants your leg. We got to give 3-star battle badges, so you're always going to need to be checking what, you know, Rocket wants from you in order to level up through this system. Now, here goes the problem that I have with the system overall is it still doesn't do a good enough job at doing what we asked for, because essentially me going in here and wanting to increase this still starts me at a base chance of when combined, I get the 10% chance. And then if I use the bonus chance from the core booster system, now I have an 11% chance. And plus, so it's my 10% chance plus my bonus chance from the core booster system. But I still got to use these booster essences that I got to acquire from some way, somehow. That literally means that at most, I'm going to end up with a 25% overall chance at success on any of these core boosters. So you added a layer to basically give me something that should have been given in the first place, because 10% is just ridiculous. 10% is just outside the norm of any kind of probability where we're saying that we're going to get an item this way. Like, this is basically like, I don't get it. I don't like it. I think it's trash overall. It's not something that we should basically have inside the game, in my opinion. This could have been easily fixed by just saying, hey, core boosters are going to be this way, and then added the rewards of 6-star cores to events like special operations or, you know, battle challenge, meaning like, you know, if I placed in the top 10 or something like that, you gave me 6-star cores, or if I placed in, you know, completing it and getting to a certain level, you know, in battle challenge, in terms of the point system, awarding 6-star cores. That would have been a better alternative to you adding in a monetization system where you said that you're going to sell me cores. Like, it's essentially like Diablo Immortals selling people the ability for gems to go from, you know, the top level to legendary gem status. You got to pay $100 inside their cash shop so that way you can turn them over. The monetization efforts inside mobile gaming have become so predatory that and the worst part about it is that players are not waking up to not making this the norm, and we have to do something about this. This is a terrible system, and it mires any good feelings that you would have had about the update, whether that was Kate Bishop, whether it was the rework for the Crow invasion. It mires all of that. Like, we didn't have very much. This is something that should have been saved so that way it could have like been buried and people would have been like, hey, you know what? At least we got this. We got new content. You know, there was a new PvE mode, a new game mode or something like that. The games that you're competing with I'm surprised. I'm very surprised, because one of the things they put out there was that they had the Apple Design Awards. So Marvel Future Revolution won an award in 2022 for the Apple Design Awards for innovation. I don't know what the fuck Marvel Future Revolution has innovated in terms of game design or design in general, because this shit ain't it. This is like not it. You're going to tell me this game beat out Ni no Kuni, this game beat out, you know, Genshin, this game beat out, like, there's just no freaking way. This is terrible design. There is no innovation in this whatsoever, other than trying to find ways to dig into my goddamn pockets and steal money from me, hand over fist. I'm not about it. It's just not something I can see contributing to. Now, how are you going to obtain those core essences? Who knows? You're probably most likely going to end up having a lot of players who are already wailing their asses off, you know, Shroud level players, essentially purchasing this from the shop because they can, and it's just a terrible system. Like, we can look at the rewards inside here, and the cores are supposed to be rewards inside these things, but you can see, like, I'm going through these, where's the cores, man? Like, these would have been perfect. You could have just like made these areas, these new stages right here would have been perfect areas to basically make it so that way this is where I got the rewards from for the cores. But here we go. This is when we see our first unrefined core inside the battle challenge, right at level 37. Then at level 39, we get an additional 2 unrefined cores. And when you look at it, here goes material required to upgrade the core booster. Rocket Raccoon currently looks for these. Can be used as material for whatever, man. Like, so if I'm not using it to extract essence so that way I can get the items that I need to just even apply the booster chance, like the layers that they go through here is just absurd. instead of just giving me the booster chance, the probability rate increase, because noticing that the 10% is just terrible, and increasing that to even something like 25 or 30%, it's not a lot. You're literally increasing, and it's not like you're giving me a greater chance of success here. Like it's not 50%. You're not putting me halfway there. You're literally still got me under the cap here, where I'm like at like 75% chance of failure going into this system. And I'm looking at this and going, okay, what the fuck? Like, the core essences, you added one layer where now I gotta increase the core booster system by giving rocket stuff. Then I gotta go back inside the system. Not only do I have to obtain these things in order to go inside the system, now I've got to obtain unrefined cores to give to him by playing Spec Ops, unrefined cores by playing Battle Challenge, get the booster essences from extracting these, which takes away from the convergence box, which then comes back inside here. That means that I've got the core booster system level, but then I need the booster essences that I need to extract materials from, so that way I can apply the core booster chance. So you didn't even just baseline improve the booster system. It is a terrible thing that literally mires the update in any positivity that it had. There's not a whole lot of positivity in this update. I hate to say that. It's just not. Basically, the biggest positivity that I could take away from this is that they won the Apple Design Award, so therefore we receive 1,000 free crystals. It's impossible for me, however, to believe that Apple awarded the Apple Design Awards. Let's look at this, guys, and we'll finish out with this. The Apple Design Awards for 2022. This is the winners. I want to see what the scope of this is. So the 2022 Apple Design Awards, right? Inclusivity winners. Okay. Delight and fun winners. Okay. What the fuck is this? Interaction winners. Social. Where's the innovation? Let's see this. I want to see what the finalists of this up. What we're up in this. Okay, so here we go. This is the innovations. Winner in this category provide the state-of-the-art experience through novel use of Apple technologies that set them apart in their genre. What the fuck? So Marvel Future Revolution comes in top at the state-of-an-art experience that they basically use Apple designs, and these were the finalists: is Townscaper, Procreate, Focus Noodles, and Active Arcade. What? Like, are we being serious? Like, these were the finalists that were sitting in the same pod as Marvel Future Revolution. Like I said, the best that I can take away from this is that we're getting 1,000 free crystals from push rewards. But you cannot tell me, I don't care who you are, I don't care how much of a stan you are for this game, you are not going to tell me that this game is innovating in any shape, form, or way by comparison to games like Genshin Impact, Ni no Kuni Cross Worlds, what we've seen from Xbox State of Play, what we've seen from any of these game designs out there currently, that this game is innovating. We're begging for content. This game is innovation. It lost out in the last pool to better games, and this game is get the fuck out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, peace.